Welcome to my version of Pimp My Ride. I picked up this bike not too long ago. It is a Scott Aspect 30. It's about a 9-year-old bike. As you can see, it's in pretty good condition. Predominantly set up for the road, but I want to be able to take it out to the bush as well. So I'm going to have to find some sort of compromise in how I'm going to set this up. So I'll spend the next few days and weeks, and I'll put together a video for you. I'll try and keep it down to one, no more than 2 videos if you like, on what's involved in getting this bike ready to go out on my adventures. So step 1 is cleaning. There are a number of solutions and products that you can get for professional bike cleaning. So today I'm just going to use a hose and a bucket of water. I'm actually using a car wash solution, wash and wax. Hopefully that's going to get a little bit shiny. I've been advised not to use degreaser, which I was initially going to use. So let's get into it. Okay, so now it's time to get rid of some of the rust, just some minor surface rust that's on there. So we're going to have a bit of Coke, drink a little bit, and pour the rest in here. Okay, so first bit is grab yourself some foil. Apparently the trick is scrunch it up, shiny side out, dip it in the Coke. I haven't done this before, so this is the first time. So I've got a little bit of surface rust here, and look at that, straight away that's working. It's working really good. So we're just gonna grab that. So you know, Coke, obviously something that you drink, has got some corrosive stuff in there, and it's apparently really good for rust. You don't want to leave it in there too long because it will eventually corrode over the surface. So I'm just going to keep going with this and find all the little rusty bits all over the bike and clean them up. So if you've got some hard to reach areas with rust, best thing to do is don't tell the wife you've got a toothbrush, but wrap a little bit of foil over the top, apparently. So I'm just going to fold this over a couple of times, and dip that in, and that allows us to get into these hard to reach areas. And that's pretty much it, guys. It's actually working really well, so I'm just going to keep going with this. I might bore you with the whole scene, but you can see what I'm doing. Thanks. Okay, now here we are. The bike's nice and clean. Now before I take it in for a service, I want to just adjust all my levers and make sure everything's in the right position. So obviously they can do the final checks, and let's just get into that. And that's it for the handlebars for now. Get on to the next stage. Next we're going to mount the bike pump. This is designed to attach straight to the frame. Now this is designed for the Schrader valves, but it does come with a little adapter that's designed to sit in there. I also make sure that I carry some spare ones as well. This is a little brass one that I'll have in my little toolkit that I carry around for the bike. So make sure you've got those as spares, just in case you go to the local service station. You need to pump it up a little bit quicker. So let's get that mounted. Today we're talking about tyres, and I've just done a little bit of an upgrade. I've got a new set of tyres. These are what I would call all-terrain tyres. They're built as a bit of a crossover between the road and the gravel, so it gives you good traction on the dirt. It's designed with a little bit of a rough edge here, and that gives you your traction. And along the centre of the tyre, it gives you, it's quite smooth, so it minimises the resistance on the road and allows you to get a little bit further with a little bit less energy. So that's the next stage. We're done the tyres. Okay, so here we are. Before I get into the next stage, I just want to show you a quick hack, just an idea for holding up your bike. So I've just got a couple of bits of timber there, stuck them together. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can see how it's been done. I measured it up to the wheels, so that's actually a pretty good stable little unit now. So I'm going to clean that up a little bit and maybe give it a bit of a paint job. I've got some spare paint sitting around, so there you go, just another idea for you. Enjoy. Thank you. So back again as part of this video series that I put together, getting the bike bush ready, and probably the most exciting stage for me at this point is getting it loaded with all the accessories. So let's get into that. Accessory number one, and I will, some of this stuff I either got from Amazon or eBay, so I'll go through it as I go along. So starting with a, I don't know what you call this, it's just a bag that sits on the frame. I'll try and find the name and I'll put something in the description for you to see if I can find the place where I bought it from. Actually, I think this might have been a local store, Aldi, but I'll see if I can find something similar and I'll put it down in the description for you. Now this is pretty straightforward. It hooks onto the frame, and another little bit at the front to hopefully stop it from rocking around a little bit. So the idea of this one is it will hold my mobile phone, holds my gloves, I've got my glasses in there, and at the moment we're carrying bandanas because obviously when we're taking a break from riding we're going to need to cover up our faces as part of this whole COVID cover up who you are kind of thing. And there we go. So that's accessory number one. Let's add some more. This is probably the one I'm most excited about, little saddle bag. So you know, I've got a few bits and pieces. I've got the tools obviously that I want to carry in there. I'd like to hopefully be able to fit my a spare tube, and just some other little bits and pieces. I'll do a separate video on this actually, and I'll give you a bit of a close look. It's just another little saddle bag that I got off Amazon, around 30 odd bucks or so. So quite a good little unit, and that's going to go in the back here. So let's get that hooked up, but I'm going to have to take off this reflector first. A couple little lacquer bands in there to keep it steady, and Velcro pieces that go through the frame here. So there we go. Looks pretty good. I'll give you a bit of a closer look and once I've got it all set up. So next one here, I've got another little bag here. So I do like to carry a few bits and pieces when I go out. So this one I've actually got a raincoat. I'll probably show you a separate video on that, and a little vest, and that's probably not always going to be hooked on. That's something that I'll probably take depending on where I'm going. So if I'm riding it on the road, it's probably not going to be a lot of use, and it obviously depends on all the weather and all that. So let's get that hooked on. Now some of these bits and pieces I actually had, like this bag here that I'm putting on now, I actually did have, but I'll have a look and see if I can find something similar for you and put it on, put it in the description for you, just in case anyone's interested. Now I've actually got the bike sitting in the stand, which is actually pretty good. So as you can see, it's actually quite stable. So pretty happy with that. There you go, just another little bits and pieces. This probably could be a little bit tighter. Next little item of interest, and is of course another little necessity. This is an aluminium GoPro mount. So it's a 360 revolving one. It's pretty sturdy. It comes with a little Allen key. Again, I'll see if I can find something and put it in the description, like I do with a lot of this stuff. So next little item of interest here is my little trip computer that I've just picked up. Again, another item off Amazon. It's the Xos, or spelled XOSS. So this is actually a GPS mounted unit. So what I like about this is there's no cabling that runs down to the tyres. So it just picks up off GPS, and it actually is supposed to connect with the Strava app as well, which I already have on my phone. So that's a bit of a bonus. That's probably the main reason I picked that up. That's about $50 Australian, and that's got a fairly basic little mount. I have ordered another mount off Amazon, and I'm waiting for that to arrive, so I'll show you that when I get that, and I might do a bit of a review on it at some point. But let's get that mounted. Just clips into there, so seems pretty secure on the right hand side because I'm right-handed, and like I said, I'll run through that in a little bit more detail at some point, but pretty excited about that unit. So the next item of interest is actually a mud flap. So this fairly basic unit, never heard of these up until just recently, but there's lots of videos on YouTube teaching you how to make these yourselves. I picked that up relatively cheap, so seriously don't need to go to too much effort to make it yourself, but and it attaches by cable ties. So I'll get that mounted, and once we've loaded all this up, I'll give you a bit of a closer look at everything. So there you go, accessorized, ready for the bush. That's pretty much it as far as work that I need to do. I'll just, one of the next things I actually want to do is obviously put my tools and bits and pieces in the saddlebag. One thing I would like to do is, before I start loading up the saddlebag, is actually go over every bit and piece. So make sure that I've got a tool for everything that gets done or undone, potentially. So just to make sure that I've got every tool that I need on the road. So I imagine there's probably only going to be 2 or 3 Allen keys, but you definitely want to make sure that you've got all the bits and pieces that you need before you head out. So that's it, guys, as far as getting this bike accessorized and getting it prepared for the bush. This is pretty much ready to go. I have given it a bit of a test run on the road, and it does ride really nice. Haven't taken it out in the bush yet, a little bit restricted to where we can go at the moment. So as soon as I can get a chance to get out there, I'll take you out on the maiden voyage. Until then, thanks very much, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, tap that bell, join our little community that we have here. It's really, appreciate you guys joining us each and every week. Thank you very much. Chat soon.